Hi everyone, my name is Douglas Wakihuri. I was born in Mombasa, Shimola Tewa. My mom used to work as a prison warden. From there we went to Meru. I went to CCM Township Primary School in Meru. And I've been a sportsman all my life. Marathon is my major. 1987, won the World Championship in Rome, Italy, the first Kenyan gold medal. 88, I got a first Olympic silver for the marathon department. 89, I was the first Kenyan to win London Marathon. 1990, I was the first Kenyan to win the Commonwealth Games gold medal. 1990, the same, I won New York Marathon. In 95, I won the World Cup Marathon. Talk of three blinks, three golden blinks and one Olympic silver blink.
When we used to be kids, we were told that if, for example, you do something wrong and you're arrested and you have a gold medal, so they don't arrest you, they take your gold. Is that true? Or it's a myth?
The thing is that if you have earned it in the right manner, yes, anything, even punishment, if you cheat, basically you'll be penalized. And the penalization would be denying you the gold medal, and that space goes to the second person, the third, and the fourth, who have actually done their homework, their training in the proper way with a good discipline and good behavior.
Okay.
Sure.
So you are the first Kenyan
First
to ever win gold. How did that come about? How did it happen?
Well, dreams are big, and if you dream big and work hard towards it, there's a heap of mountain for you to climb before you become a gold medalist. And I believe I did my homework right. I had the right passion, I had the right discipline, and I was really focused because I believe that this is my destiny, and I want to leave a legacy of having achieved the highest respect within the sports arena.
In the 80s, people never thought about Olympic, people never thought about sports, especially in Kenya. For you, how did it come about? Why did you decide to do sports in Kenya as a Kenyan in the 80s?
I think it all started when we left Mombasa to my mom was transferred to Meru prison. I was from Meru prison to school was about 2 kilometers. So we had 1 hour for lunch, and we had to walk 2 kilometers in the morning, run back for lunch, and go back again another 2 and come back in the evening. So that competition among us students actually developed my athletic career without me knowing. So when we left Meru in 69, we came to Nairobi. I met the Langata Women Prison training team that I really got inspired. But as much as I can say all this, I think I had a thing with running that really was passionate about it. Running was just in me since day one when I was young. So I cannot tell you that it is because of talent, because talent needs a host, and before the talent develops, you have to have the spirit inside you that will actually activate the talent and push you with the passion to actually develop the whole running thing.
So to get this straight, you actually used to run for 8 kilometers every day, because in the morning 2 to school, back for lunch 2, back to school 2, in the evening, yes, 2. 8.
So for you to do that, you must have something that triggers you to actually appreciate that. Not getting tired, not getting bored, but it's something you really like to do, and you continue doing it in life. We have in life we have a few things that we depend on nature. Almost everything. We have the food, the air, and you never get bored of all these things. So what you do is basically change the menu, change places, go different places to feel good, feel better. But in all this, it has to happen in all your life. As you live. So running is the same thing. It becomes part of your life. It is never a separate thing, though we look at it as talent, but everybody has his own or her own talent that you can improve. As long as you're passionate about it, as long as you have a dream, as long as you want to be somebody different, you must do extra things which are abnormal to become a legend. Because normal life is just so easy.
Okay. Your uncle, Wilson Waigwa,
Yes,
was a sportsman.
actually he's around
Did he inspire you?
very much. In fact, he's one of the reasons why I ran, because when I started running and he realized that I'm running, he said he's gonna get me a scholarship to go to the US. And man, I was like, boom, I just exploded. So I was training like every single day because I have now a direction. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. I want to be better than him or be like him. But unfortunately, before he got me a scholarship, I got a scholarship to go to Japan.
Japan.
1983, I was just 19 years old. I said, no matter what it takes, no matter what it is, I'm going to go if that's what is going to take me to become an Olympian.
How did you meet your coach? Because I saw somewhere people say that you met a writer who then you went to meet your coach in New Zealand.
He was a Japanese, and he came here in the 70s, and he was a sprinter. So he was very passionate about athletics, Mr. Kobayashi. And he is the one who we were doing a training for the first female athlete to compete in Japan in the women's marathon. And I had read a lot of articles about my coach his training, and I think I was inspired, and I asked him, is there an opportunity for me to actually go to Japan? Just a humble request, and he was also touched by it. He didn't see me as an Olympian. He didn't see me as a talented athlete, but he only said two things: that I am determined and I'm courageous. For those two things, he gave me an opportunity, and he met my coach, and my coach agreed to airlift me to New Zealand. I made the team in New Zealand. I was only 19 years old. After that, we started training. We had to start communicating because it was between translation, English and Japanese. And after some time, I actually realized that I can't understand a lot of coaching, so I learned Japanese. And by learning Japanese, we bonded very well. And I think that is one of the reasons why I happened to be taught by the best and to become one of the best among the best Japanese runners. Among the team that I was in an S&B food company in Japan, who sponsored my day-to-day life, like accommodation and food and stuff, we had very, very good runners within our club. And one of them was Mr. Toshiko Seiko, who was my elder. I was the youngest in the team. But despite that, I was able to penetrate the barriers and break the walls, and having to have earned Kenya the first gold medal in 1987 in the World Championship in Rome.
And your record, the second Kenya who actually won that in the championship or the Olympic was in 2007.
Yes.
You're
yes.
87, then all those years,
yes.
2007.
Yes.
That's really awesome. Just to take you back a little bit, you're in Japan. Now I want you to tell me some words in Japanese.
皆さんこんにちは。みんな元気ですか？私はWakihuriと申します。よろしくお願いします。So I am first is greetings. Hi everyone.
So what is hi everyone in Japan?
皆さんこんにちは。
Oh, me too. That in Swahili means mimi naitwa san konnichiwa.
Is just to say 皆さんこんにちは is hi everyone. 私はWakihuriと申します。My name is Douglas. But when you say in Japanese, you have the respect of explaining to who you're explaining to with the respect. There is formal and informal. So when you say Wakihuri to moshimasu, it is like I am Douglas with respect. With respect. Rather than me saying, I'm Dagi.
Okay.
I'm Dagi is just me and you as friends. So that is the formal. But formal is Wakihuri to moshimasu.
Is there a sheng in Japan?
Oh, there are many shengs. Actually, when you go to different parts of Japan, like in Osaka, in Okinawa, they all have their own types of shengs, but in Japanese. Even Okinawa Japanese is very different from Tokyo. But we don't try to look at all those different shengs. We like to do the common Japanese that you can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you say good morning is Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
But if I'm greeting a friend, I'll just say Ohayo. And then when you come to the konnichiwa is a greeting for the day.
Okay.
In the morning, if I meet you, I'll say Ohayo gozaimasu or Ohayo. During the day, I'll say konnichiwa. Then you say the same konnichiwa. When you come in the evening, I'll say konbanwa. Then you just say the same konbanwa. With respect, you bend a bit bending.
But then what's this bending thing with the
it's just
Japanese
respect.
people?
It's the respect you give to your to your person. First is the visual. I have to look to exactly know that we have eye contact. Even if I bend a little bit, you return the same with the bending. Just a little bit, just to show respect, even if I don't know you.
Okay.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Yeah.
Your coach, his method of training was based on is it?
Arthur Lydiard from New Zealand.
Yes.
He loved, when he was a World War soldier. Veteran, and he became a coach. So he loved the New Zealand way of training, Kina Roger Bannister and all those guys, the way they trained. So he adapted that system, and that is what I perfected basically, of course adjusting one or two things. Yeah, that is when we used to use the long, slow distance, long running. There is the intervals, and there is the fat leg, there's the easy runs and all that. Because these days, they don't do that anymore. These days they have put everything in the same, like they have put speed, they have put endurance, and they have shortened the distance. So you find our athletes are doing 35 kilometers or 30 kilometers in a more of close to the race pace, which means they're including speed, endurance,
and everything together.
Is
that working?
It works, but it drains you out very quickly because you don't have space to breathe. So if you do a 2:04 marathon, if you look at the history of marathon running, you're going to see that all the athletes who have done very fast running, they have not repeated it for quite a long time. It is very short. Yeah, we've seen those who do one marathon a year, they have a longer period of recovery, but every year they do one good marathon, compared to those who do 3 or 4 marathons a year. So you're going to do 1 or 2 or 2 or 2 or 3. Then at the end of the year, you're going to do a 2:05 or a 2:08, and then after the next year, now you are done.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, okay, that explains the difference. And marathon running, can you go back? Because I hear the older you get, the better you become in marathon.
Okay, what do you mean when can you go back?
Can you go back to compete for Kenya?
You know, one thing you need to understand is that every race you do, you become immune to the training that you've done before.
Huh?
So, yes. So for you to repeat it, you must do it double what you did last. So with the muscle, that is impossible, right?
Yes.
You understand?
Right.
Getting fit is getting used to something.
Yes.
Getting immune to training every day.
Yes.
No matter how hard it is. Like when you go to the gym and do your powerlifting, you lift the same weight until the body gets used to it.
Yes.
So what happens? If you want to do the same, you must do twice the weight. If you're doing 50 kgs, you're going to do 100 kgs. So that is the dilemma that we have as athletes. So once you get to the Olympics, World Championships, you've broken a world record. The next thing you do is just to retire because you can't do any better than that.
When did you retire?
I didn't retire. I finished the school, man. 3 gold medals, 1 Olympic silver, man. Boss, I'm waiting for the next level.
What is this next level?
It's a master's.
The master's.
Yes, now I go to masters, and then now I'm 55. I'm 55. So hopefully by 60 I'll be able to win another gold medal in a 60 age. 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking, you've talked about fitness, and I'm really interested. You're a personal trainer of
the fast things. Yes. You get it now. Yeah. The first Olympic medal, the first Kenyan, now the first coach.
Yes.
That's it.
How did you get to train the first lady?
I think first and most is the people I work with. You know, most of the things we do is about networking. We pass our knowledge to people who look at us as inspired by us. And one thing I have realized over years is that when you are an elite athlete, your now destination becomes a recreational runner. Yes. That's basically where you are heading. But a recreational runner looks up to you to become like you. So we have a crossroad there. And that is a fact, which no matter how you think about it, how you look about it, how you think about it, you are heading there. And they are coming up, you are going down. Yeah. That's a fact. So we agree on that. So what I do normally is that I like to help people who really want to improve a little bit in their day-to-day training. Like for example, in Chicago the other week, we sent 25 recreational runners, and I think 4 of them ran sub 3 hours. That's an improvement because they have now started training like the elite, except
Yes.
their intensity is a bit lower.
Yeah.
Yes, so in future you're gonna get recreational runners who are actually even doing 210 and 215.
Ah.
Yes, that is going to happen because we are now, as the older generation of the elite, are now actually passing our knowledge, our training system, our training method, and we're also pushing to help to inspire them to do better, rather than just saying, I am a recreational runner, I only want to run for fun. You lose nothing when you run a sub 3 hours. You're losing nothing. You're just making it better for everybody else to look at it, to look at the sport in a different way. And on the other hand, as long as you are a Kenyan, there is no way you are going to say, I ran for 6 hours. You have a heavy burden, because the other day Eliud Kipchoge did 201.
Yes.
Okay. Look
That
at the
was
standings.
crazy.
Look at the standings in the world top 200. They are all Kenyans with sub 205.
Yeah.
So what are you going to say as a recreational runner? The whole world thinks you are fast, man.
Yeah.
So you have
because
the pressure.
You being a Kenyan, you have pressure.
Exactly. It is Kenyan song everywhere in the marathon world. So I think looking at that, what we just now need to do is to make sure that this knowledge that I have, which is not useful for me now, I can pass it to you as whoever you are. If you are passionate about running, if you want to do to make it a lifestyle, it doesn't really take so much. I will just get interaction with you and give you two or three tips, and soon or later you'll start even enjoying running more than you ever thought. Yes.
You have an academy.
Not really. The academy is me, so I'm an academy myself. So I mean, wherever we are, I can give you.
If someone wants to maybe is interested in being trained,
Yes.
now that you train the first lady,
Yeah.
and by the first lady inspired me with the marathon event she used to do. I wish she brings it back.
Yep.
That was really awesome. If someone wants to be trained by you, how do they go about it?
Basically, we have to come to an agreement that there are some basic things in life I must require, because I'll need to move around. I need to spend time on you, and I probably request a little fee for that. Yes, I could do charity, but I can't do charity forever.
Yes.
I am also a human like you, and I need to meet my other side of life.
Yes.
Apart from that, it is just the process of commitment. I also don't like doing a lot of free stuff, because you don't commit yourself.
Oh,
But-
yes, when
so
it's
you-
free,
yes,
you just
you don't.
Si ni bure leo nasikia
Exactly.
kulala.
You know,
Wacha
so-
tu nilale nimwambie siko.
Exactly. You know, for me that doesn't help, because I expect you to produce the results. If you say you have been coached by me, being it for free, being it for a fee, you must
does
produce
mean
results,
something,
because
yes.
that will make you a better person. You know, so all what it takes is, first I will require commitment. Number 2, I will require discipline. I have a few athletes who can testify to this, that they came to me, they've been running 4 years down the road, and they have improved. They have ran 10, they have ran 21. Some are now inspiring to run 42. And I think that is one of the best things, because I focus on about 4 things. Number 1, it is the breathing system. Number 2, it is the nutrition. Number 3, it is the muscle system. And number 4, it is the bone system, because this is the support that really makes you. And the other thing, probably what I really, most of us do, go about thinking, don't think about running, practice running. It is not a theory thing. It is a practical.
Don't think about running.
Practice running.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
it is a
get
commitment. You have to be out there every morning to practice with so many repetitions per week, so many kilometers per month, to make you fit. It is not a theory thing that you think you're fit. You can be fit, you can think you're fit, but you're actually not fit. Being healthy is not fit, and being fit is not healthy. Those are 2 different words, meaning 2
Wait.
different things.
What is being fit and not being healthy? How can you be fit and not healthy?
Yeah, even athletes die, right? They fell down and collapse and die. They could be sick.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah,
you know
I
what
get
what I'm saying. You get injured. You know, so being fit does not mean you're healthy, okay? And being healthy does not mean you're fit. Just because you don't have problems, you don't have aches, but you can't practically be active. So those are the combination. By those three words are not thought about; they are practiced.
Okay.
So you don't think that I am healthy while you are not practicing, and you think you have a talent that you're gonna wake up every one morning and go to a race and win a race. No, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen like that.
First, you must make your body physical body fit. Then number two, when you're fit, you develop the talent that you have,
Okay.
that you've realized you have.
As an athlete, can just a normal Kenyan who's not talented but is very committed, very determined, become a world champion?
Change that system. That's a thought.
I'm
Take
just asking.
that person to go and run and see whether he can't run or he can run. That is when he doesn't have a talent or he has it.
Yes.
Okay?
So
Any
the only way
human-
to know is to run.
Exactly. Don't think about it, but just go there and run and see, okay, I have ran 1 kilometer and I can't run no more. So do you wish to run 2 kilometers? Yes. So what do you need to do? It's like a book. It's like a school. You go to kindergarten without speaking a word. Then you go A, E, U, E, O, right?
Yes.
Then in the second year you start book, baby, girl, right?
Yes.
This is the same thing. So when you realize this is the maximum I can do, this is how unfit I am, you start planning on how to get fit. Because that is the book. We go with the book of practicals, not the book of theories. Theories are some things we think about speed, we don't have the speed. We realize we don't have speed when we're on the ground, right? You see?
I get it.
You see now, for example, let me take you to anybody looking at you from back and he sees the word Kenya. What do you think they think about?
They know this is an elite.
Kwisha maneno, right?
Yes. Well, this is great.
The story is done, yeah?
Yes.
So they will immediately in their mind they are going to say, let me know how many Kenyans in this race, so that I can know my position.
My
right?
position is
Done.
count
You know,
all
so
Kenyans.
how can you tell somebody you are not fast?
And you are
So
a
you
Kenyan.
must be fit. You must be fit. Immediately you wear that name Kenya, you are threatening the rest of the world. Yeah.
Okay. Kenya International Sports Film Festival.
Yes.
You are the brand ambassador. How did that come about?
Well, I tell you, I can't. I think number one is the contribution I've done in sports for this country, which I'm still passionate about. Doing whatever I do, my life has been athletics. All my life I've been running for the last 30 years plus, and I think it is a new awakening that even we sports people are also getting a platform to interact with the rest of what is happening in the film industry. We have performed exceptionally well in the international world, but we have not been able to show what Kenyans have been doing. And one of the things that I was really hoping that would happen, that we are heading to 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. Tokyo is when we won our first bronze medal in 800 meters from the athlete called Kipkurgut. And if that's the case, can we go back to Tokyo and shoot a film of a Kenyan athlete participating in the Little Olympics as a film, and then we come back and show? Because I think just watching from the TV would not be as fascinating as watching it as a film. We can own it, you can take it home, you can get your kids to watch it, and over time probably you never know how many world beaters we are going to produce by bringing it close to home. Because it is every 4 years. You know, life is short.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, as much within that short life, you can be able to watch that thing very close. This is who our heroes are. This is our legends. This is how close you are to them. It changes the whole concept and gives hope and courage and determination for the young to want to be like us, if not better than us.
Okay. Your advice to the upcoming athlete?
Well, I think number one is the discipline. That you need 1 kilo of discipline for you to just live a normal life, live alone doing extra things. And let me tell you, easy is normal. Easy is not success. Abnormal is success. By abnormal, I mean doing extra what is not normal. People are gonna call you names. You're gonna be crazy, you know. Even when you engage a lady, you say, "You must be crazy." You say, "Yeah, I'm damn crazy about you." That is what running is all about. That is what sports are about. You must be crazy about running. You must be crazy about football. Any other sport that you want to do, you must be crazy about your dream. And if you're not crazy about your dream, then boy, make sure that it doesn't expire before your life ends, because you only have one time to do that. You can decide to walk when you are young or run when you get older like me. Or you can decide to run very fast when you're young and to walk when you get older, because that is a choice you have to make. And within that short life, please make a good choice.
Okay. Where can your fans find you, social media handles?
I'm on Facebook. I'm everywhere. Just type my name, Douglas Wakihuri, Wakiihuri. You'll see me. You can send me. Whatever you want. You know, as long as about running, as long as about being assisted, and if I always say, if you know somebody who is passionate about running and he is not exposed, she's not exposed, let us know so that we can push the person to where the game is and be seen. You never know. Some of these guys who are not seen probably are the next champions to be for this country. So take the initiative. Just because you don't run, just because you don't like running, just because you don't do sports, push, assist, sponsor. Let us know somebody somewhere to be shown and might become a hero in the coming years.
Who inspires you? You're so passionate. Who inspires you?
Well, I think running, one of the inspiration I think came from my uncle, because he was a miler and he really did very well, number one. And number two, I just have the passion of what sports actually does to a human being, what it does to a country, the branding that it gives, the recognition that it does, and most of all, I think the passion that I have for this country as Kenya, and for me, going out there, working so hard, among many other things, that once somebody says you are not fit enough to do what I am doing best, that negative energy, I get it passionately and I transform it into a positive. So your negative becomes my positive, and I will work day and night to prove you wrong. And I know that there are so many questions about running, and I think over time I've discovered that it doesn't matter what you say about me before I start, but it does matter when I finish standing on the podium winning a gold medal. It will matter a lot how you appreciate me.
Okay. So thank you so much. Asante sana for your time.
Pamoja.